Welcome back, race fans, into Pitts Racing Radio, coming at you live from the floor of the PRI show in Orlando, Florida. And you never know who you're going to run into here. That's the best thing about the PRI show. Of course, I ran into Ryan Downey again. He was drifting down the aisle here. And with us right now is Steve Knapp. And we're talking about the ladder. We've just come from the Young Guns Symposium upstairs where they're talking about how to take yourself up. That was hosted by Bobby Rahal, and it was excellent, as a matter of fact. This is a former Formula 2000 driver who did make it to the Indy 500, was the rookie of the year in 1999 at the Indy 500, rookie of the race in 1998, sorry, and raced and finished third in that particular race. And why don't you tell our fans what you're doing now?
Well, right now I still own Elite Engines, which we build Formula 2000 engines and Formula Atlantic engines for SCCA Racing, and we just got the contract to be the sole supplier of the new Mazda MX-5 engine for the USF 2000 series for the next 3 years.
Wow, that's neat. So, I went to the Mazda press conference yesterday, and these guys have I'd probably say as a manufacturer, they got the most aggressive motorsports program going in the world right now. And you guys fit in on the open wheel side. They love to talk about the fact they've got a two-sided ladder.
Yeah.
And you've actually worked your way personally up as a driver, and now you're still in the business building engines.
Yeah, when I started racing, I knew that the driving is what I always wanted to do, but I knew that would run out eventually. So engines always fascinated me, so I started my own company to try and meet people as I went up through what racing I was going through. And I won the championship here in Ford 2000 way back in '96, and eventually made it into Indy and ran there 3 years. And now I'm back to where I thought I would be, running the company. And we've got this good deal with Mazda and with Dan Anderson and his new USF 2000 series being reborn, which I think is fantastic because where I learned all my oval racing was on the USF 2000 series. The amount of track time they'd give you on the test days was just invaluable. It's really a great place for, now that they've put this whole ladder system, the road to Indy in place.
Right. Which is right here, by the way.
Gives you a clear-cut path on, what do you got to do and how do you get there, and this is where you come to start.
Now, as a motor company, are you guys doing like the Star Mazda motors as well, or just the F2000?
No, we just do the F2000s for this series here, but like in SCCA Club Racing, we do Formula Ford, Formula 2000, Sports 2000, Atlantic.
So you are building rotary motors, or just the piston motors?
No rotary motors at all. It's beyond that. The Mazda engine that we're doing is the four-cylinder MX-5 engine 2.0.
Now, you said you're going to do Formula Ford stuff. Are you going to do Honda motors or Ford motors?
No, I probably won't get into the Honda thing. This is going to take quite a bit of our efforts here supplying the series with the Mazda engines, so we'll probably stay where we're at right now. We still have quite a few Formula Ford customers that we'll service and continue to service, but as far as getting into something new on that front, we'll let this play out for a couple of years here before we
see what those kits do. What do you think of the kit?
The
Honda Fit engine.
I looked at it a little bit when I was at the Formula Ford Festival this year. There's good things about it. It's an affordable deal. It's a good way to get kids into racing at a relatively inexpensive level compared to some of the other levels. So I see it as a positive for everybody.
Yeah, fuel injection over carburetors.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to last, they say, 5 years.
Yeah, the motor is definitely way overbuilt, compared to what was in the car before. We're still dealing with the Pinto technology from the 70s.
Yeah, seriously. Now, how does a young guy like Ryan get involved in the Star Mazda series and the Formula 2000? He'd have to start out here in the F2000 series. How many cars are you guys going to have out there? And
that's probably a better question for Dan, the owner of the series here. But from in the past, it's not a restricted class by any means. Anybody can come and do it. You'll have to get a USF 2000 license, and I believe that's through the IRL this time around. But there's, as long as you've done some sort of driver's school, then you can come and race here. And I know that they've actually made exceptions to the minimum age to get into this series now.
No kidding.
So
We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, that'd be another question for Dan. I heard that there was somebody that was young as 15 that was going to race in the
that's
series.
Neat.
So.
Well, Steve, we certainly appreciate you still keeping your hand, even though it's broken at the moment, inside open wheel racing here, and wish you guys a great amount of success in 2010 and good luck with this new series. Well, ought to be very exciting.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.